Hey, Arcade Stick. Have you had any chance to mull over that advice I gave you? I couldn't jump backwards. Should have neutral jumped. Okay. Well, I would have lost, actually. Good. Good zoning. Ooh, nice throw. Ooh, okay. Good V-trigger. Yeah, Arcade Stick. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. Mr. Annual, I just like taking away their meter, mostly. It's a nice thing to do, especially if they have super. You can take the threat of super away, albeit briefly, you know. You literally play on reaction. Titan, I think you're not playing anybody good then. Walked forward too long. Okay. Okay. You're caught! Nice V trigger. Yeah, Titan. In a nutshell, you're not playing anybody good enough, frankly. That's the thing. Good players will punish you for your tendencies. Like Titan, what if you came across somebody who just did nothing? Like, there's ways to beat. Like, if I'm doing nothing, I'm trying to bait what you're doing. No, missed it. I think he was going to frame trap there, so I went for the super. Okay. Titan, that might be a good idea. I mean, basically, you need to play people better than you. Okay. Show me more of your bag of tricks. There we go. I know, right? These KOF jams. That's right, good music. Street Fighter has good music too, I'm just saying. It's just different. It's just different. Let me take half a bar. Give me that. Just run? Exactly, yes. Different opponents take different amounts of work to beat. Nah, I screwed that up. I hit the wrong button. What are you doing? That's unsafe. Okay, he won the first 2, but I've won the last 4. Starting to see what he's doing. Sonic! Alright. Alright, Panoptic, I have a couple of general notes for you. Turn this off just in case. Okay. Eddy Bust with frame traps and shimmies. Shimmies will help you punish the throw whiffs. A frame trap will also catch a throw whiff, but if they're actually crouch teching, they should be getting a standing throw whiff. Tyler, I'm doing alright. Alright, Panoptic. First and foremost, you learned that Nash's super punishes Nash's forward fierce. This works, I believe, even at maximum range, so it's just something to keep in mind. Something for the mirror match, because it takes away the forward fierce. That's something to keep in mind. Another thing that I did against you that I want you to understand, this is sort of a basic footsie trick, Panoptic. Crouch. So there was this range here where I would land this crouching fierce. This crouching fierce right here. And then what I would do is walk forward a step or two and then crouch fierce again. And you would get hit by it. Do you know why you're getting hit by this other than the fact that you're pressing buttons? Like, what makes you think you can press a button here after I hit you with this and then I walk forward a step and then I do another one? Ugh. Ugh, dizzy. Ugh. Frank and Charlie. Okay. Sounds like you're... Let's see. Bad habits, I'm still in hit stun while you're walking forward. Well, Panoptic, bad habit, I mean, you could chalk it up to that, but I want you to understand that this is a basic trick in footsies that is very useful, especially against intermediate players. Think about it this way. if I hit you with a crouch medium kick, you, because you're an intermediate player, you know that I can't get a combo off of it. But you also know that I'm plus. You know that if I hit a crouching medium kick and then another one, because the first one hit, you know that your mash isn't going to work. So because of this, you have a general rule in your head, which is a generally good rule, but at high-level play, I try to take advantage of it. And the rule is, if you get hit with a button in footsies, block immediately for another couple of instants, just in case he starts mashing, so that you don't get hit in that situation. Because you know that this isn't going to combo, but you know that you can't do anything about the second one if the first one hits. It's a very common thing for intermediate players to have, which is why I'll do one, walk forward a little bit, do another one, walk forward a bit, do another one. Because when I do one and then walk forward, you start to think, oh crap, the hit stun is over, and he's walking forward? Oh, I better do something oh, he hit my ankles again. You see what I'm saying? I know there are many, many players that are just like, I don't want to hit a button immediately after getting hit, so I walk forward a step to make them think that they should escape now, and then I hit them again because they're trying to escape. See what I'm saying? The counter to this would be to just say, oh, I see you walking, but I'll just continue blocking. That would be the counter. Or to, of course, avoid the first crouching medium kick in the first place, or to not fall for the bait. But that is a very common tick for people to have, and Nash in particular is good at it. Like, you can do forward fierce, take a step back, forward fierce again, forward fierce, take a step back, forward. See what I'm saying? Like, where you give them that tiny little break where they're like, oh, like you start to walk backwards and they're like, oh, I can escape now, and then you can do it again because they're thinking they can't escape. So that is something that you didn't really take advantage of too much against me, and that's something you're going to want to consider. That's not even a Nash skill, that's more of a general footsie skill. Let's see. The other thing, there were times where you would throw a hard sonic boom, and then you would follow it up with Scythe. And this was working. I want you to realize that you stopped doing it for really not too many reasons. What I started to do in the later games was I started to neutral jump your fierce sonic booms, thinking that maybe I could catch one of your moonsaults and go into a combo there because I get that juggle. I think you recognized this, but then, after you recognized that, you forgot one of the basic things about Charlie play, or Nash play. When I say one of the basic things about Nash play, it's that if someone neutral jumps over a fierce sonic boom, they eat the forward light kick anti-air for free. Okay? All you have to do is dash forward after fierce boom, and they can't neutral jump there. It's not really practical. So that's one of the things you'll want to have in your repertoire. Anti-air in general from that range, forward light kick will work. So you had me scared of your hard sonic booms, and I adapted to it by trying to catch your moonsaults, which you did throw. But then when you stopped throwing the moonsaults, you didn't do anything else. Now that might have been a choice to, I'll just see if he can come in. But that forward light kick is almost, it's kind of free. So if people start neutral jumping your fierce booms to try to get around moonsault, this would be the next step you want to take to continue your zoning and to make your fierce sonic boom still really good. Another thing to consider is you didn't use too much EX boom. EX boom is useful in the neutral because at most ranges you're going to have frame advantage, number one. And number two, it'll help you win a fireball war. Like, if you see their fireball and you throw out EX Sonic Boom at the right time, you'll destroy one and then go to the next one, and then you have a longer turn in the next part of the fireball war. Other than that, I don't really think you did anything wrong. The combos that you did land, you did convert into hard Sonic Scythe, which is, you know, respectable. You did a couple of V-trigger shenanigans, and they worked. I thought you would continue doing them, but you ended up not. I think 3 out of those 5 games, you ended up not spending much of your V meter. Something for you to consider is using a couple more V reversals than you have been, because you're probably going to build 3 or 4 V skill bars in a round, especially if you absorb any fireballs. So you can always V reversal now and know you'll get that trigger later on in the round, or try to get a trigger as soon as possible and then maybe get another trigger or some more reversals later. Using the V skill especially in these fireball matchups, will help determine if you can get 2 triggers or, you know, a bunch of V reversals in a round. And it's something on a matchup basis you're going to want to consider with Nash, because his V trigger is really good, and his V reversal is pretty good too. I mean, obviously every single V reversal can just be tick thrown, but in Nash's case, if they don't tick throw you, it's really good. But that's about it. I ended up beating you just out of patience and out of a couple of simple footsie tricks. The only other thing I'll say, Panoptic, is I feel as though when I got knockdown pressure on you, probably 80-90% of the time you pressed buttons. You just changed up your timing, which is a fair strategy, but I want to warn you that that is much less useful in this game compared to Street Fighter 4. Like, think of it this way. In Street Fighter 4, if you do a crouch tech or something and you get a jab, you'll probably get a second jab, and you might be able to get a special or an FADC or an ultra, depending on the character and the situation. Jabbing just to counter their pressure is something to keep in mind, but you might have noticed one time I did crouching, standing short, wait a split second, and then low strong. That was the only actual frame trap I got because you were mixing up your button press timings very well, but in general, I started to do the neutral jumps, and I think you're doing the jab tech OS, which is fair, and that's kind of why I like the neutral jump in this game, because it's just like, nope, let's just go again, nope, let's go again. Panoptic, I don't know how much of your close-range decision-making is active and how much of it is autopilot, but if it is active, I would urge you to dial down the jab tech just a hair. It's going to depend on your opponent, obviously. Opponents that don't have good rushdown, like many online players, are obviously going to lose to it a lot. But against better players, that's why I was using, for example, stand light, kick, crouch, fierce. This will not beat a jab done immediately after the short, but it will catch anything that is slightly delayed. So I'm looking to catch your slight delays here, so that way I can just start doing a regular tick throw because you're going for delayed stuff. So that's basically all the advice I have for you. You're pretty good at the zoning, but in the mirror, I ended up playing with you a bit by neutral jumping and such. Those are things Nash can deal with, and so you'll just want a little bit more practice thinking about how to beat those things.